Servus, liebe Freunde der Sonne. Kleine Anmerkung vorweg. Dieses Event kam schon mal auf YouTube, allerdings im Gesamten, was über 2 Stunden geht, weil wir von Kapitel 1 aus angespielt haben. Diese Folge wiederum beruht aus einem Twitch-Stream, wo wir nur die einzelnen Events gespielt haben, was zur Folge hat, dass wir hier auch nur den Teil des Aratoyevents sehen. Auf die Frage hinweg, warum Teile des Streams Englisch sind, naja, ich hab's halt auf Twitch gestreamt und wollte es auf Englisch machen, da auch ein paar englische Zuschauer hatte. Egal, viel Spaß. Und Servus an alle. Wir werden heute die Eventaufgaben spielen. Nicht? Ich würde sagen, wir fangen gleich mal an mit dem Aratoyevent. Und da das eh ein Kundschafterbogen dann gibt, da werden wir gleich mal lieber den Bogenschützen spielen. Ah, thanks Martin for the link. Ohne Brille. Habe ich so. Ach so, stimmt. Ich habe ja bei Streams oft eine Brille auf, ja. Stimmt. Also, fangen wir an. Forgive my abruptness, lad, but we've no time to waste. You've been transferred. Prepare my request back to my command. For I have a very important assignment for you. Some days passed. I ordered a party to the ruins beneath Avalon to recover an ancient artifact. The Earthstone that is linked to the temple that once existed below us and has the potential to destroy Avalon. I have not heard from the party since. Please continue. I need you to go to the ruins below to discover what happened to the group I sent down there and rescue them if necessary. The party I sent consisted of a knight, a scout and a seer, Raynor. The knight and scout were more of an honor guard for Raynor, a seer of considerable power, whose purpose in the party was to locate the Earthstone. The party's disappearance at least suggests that the journey will be perilous, so you should enlist the aid of a few volunteers in the inner keep. Yeah, just chapter 2 because we need to go to Inner Bailey and get the event quest. Where can I find the volunteers you are referring to? I'm sure Felix Apprentice would give anything to visit the very ruins his master has been studying, but other than that, you may be able to find some off-duty personnel about the keep who may be interested in accompanying you. You may take no more than 4 people with. Oh, a little typo. There should be stand for F-O-U-R. So. I would also suggest that you would speak to the mage Philius, who has been trying to figure out what creatures our party may have run a fool of. His information may better prepare for you to task at hand. He stays in the basement and therefore you ask he's a bit touched in the head. Alles klar. Und anstatt dass wir jetzt aber die Hauptaufgabe machen, gehen wir in den Innenhof. In dem Fall... Moment. So soll es besser sein. Hoffe ich. Ja, ich musste letzten Mal ein bisschen rumprobieren mit den Audios. Weil ich was anderes aufgenommen hatte. Und da hat es dann so gepasst, dann hat es wieder nicht mehr gepasst fürs nächste Projekt. Naja. Daher, wir gehen nun in die Taverne. Dort sollte, wenn ich alles richtig gemacht habe, der Botschafter Steffen auf uns warten. Kleiner Trick meinerseits, denn einer von den Entwicklern, die damals das Spiel aufgewertet haben auf Steam, einer davon heißt halt Steffen Nyland. Darum heißt der Botschafter Steffen. I greet you, Testset. Ah ja. Stimmt. Ja. I just call him Testset because normally I call my character Rucksack but this character was for testing reasons, so I called him Testset. According to some rumor, you are a man for such assignments. Well, you must say a lot. What do you need? Testarossa? Ah, no. Tester di Rossa, glaube ich war's. If I may introduce myself first, I am Steffen, an ambassador from Aratoy. My journey to the castle passed without significant incident, as the foil downstream is not guarded by Shahul. I boarded a ship near the source of a river and not far from it. I discovered an old lumber camp. As you may know, we Aratoyans live in the forest areas. So I immediately recognized the type of wood there. These are quite exotic in nature. Why are these woods so interesting for you? Now that our people are quite talented with bows and arrows, we have a good nose for special wood that can be used to make powerful bows. Are we seeing the real separate? I'm not sure. I think that's the real Sep. And that's the test Sep. And you want me to bring these woods to Avalon. Correct, test Sep. Avalon's bowmaker could then create bows that could help us in battle. And I think I found the man who could make this trip there. Well, I think we should answer this first. Why didn't you dock there yourself to get those woods on board? Ja, das habe ich schon. I've heard it a lot with the glasses. Anyway. At least glasses hires my crew by at least 10 points. Our scouts saw some bandits at a level further away from the shore who had taken up residence in the lumber camp. Our ship's complement wouldn't have been able to recover the wood at all. So are you ready to accept the mission? Yeah. Of course we accept that mission. That's why we're here. 10 perception. That's something. I come back to that later. Uno momento. I've already taken care of that. The road has given me the permission to commission you to do this. But you'd better leave at dusk to avoid being recognized by Samahul. Alles klar. Und zwar das folgende. Oh, der hat noch keinen Namen. All hell, I've been watching you recently and it seems to me that you want to go to the lumber camp. Who are you? I'm Joseph, a bowmaker from Aratoy. There are many communes that buy my arrows and bows. Seems like I have a talent for bowmaking. Okay, what do you want from me? Oh, B, servus! It's actually quite simple. The woodcutters at this camp were used to be my suppliers, and I know that there is still a small supply of exotic woods. The woodcutters gathered them before they were attacked by the bandits. Since I'm not particularly talented in martial arts, I have been waiting for the right moment to get what I deserve for quite some time. But I'm afraid I'll have to wait much longer, so I wanted you to ask you if you would be willing to hand over these woods to me. So the question is, do we hand over the woods to this bowmaker Joseph, or do we hand these woods back to Avalon? Both of them gives a value item, and well, we could save for now and then look later what we get. So we'll think about it, but it's not a promise. Maybe I should tell you that I'm considering giving you one of my bows. I think it's quite a splendid one. Well, why? So what I wanted to show regarding perception, as Martin said, we have these bonus codes. So if we type bonus and when it was RS, I think it was my birthday. Yep, it was. Then we should the pipe of a detective. And this gives perception. And according to that, come on baby, light my fire. So now we need to search for bandits. We should save first. And of course, at chapter 2 we are not that strong, so we need to be a little bit careful. German as fuck. Well, of course. Maybe that's why I selected Scout first, because we need to do the old tactic, hit and run. Maybe I should have gathered first the other longbow. Of course I'm a modder B, but I thought you should already know that. Yeah, in the real world it's me, in the other world it's Scott Sterling. So we need a little bit of shadow fighting. Haha. I don't think... Oh! Anyway. Ooh, that was lucky. We'll wait just a little bit, because there I think 2 more. Of course, you're always welcome. And the last one, I think, was somewhere in... okay, here is. Now the old hit and run tactic. Alright, I think that was all. And we need to gather those woods. So just a little bit of that. Well, those woods are quite big. I think we have to go a second time. Yeah, anyway. So the question is, do we want to get the bow from Joseph or the bow from Ambassador Steffen? It's so weird, so seeing this game from the side of the audience as opposed to streaming it. Well, I think you already visited once Mr. German Hardware, I think, so it's not that new. Anyway, so I think we go for the actual assignment and bring back those woods to Avalon. And of course there's a little side quest. Because we have to loot some of those bandits. Yeah, Mr. Hardware, but he didn't play it, as you said, very consistently. More like, yeah, he played it so in the off and then just looked away to search for something in the internet and so on. Anyway. Alright, and this is the bandit who has some interesting stuff. Scroll from the bandits. The time has come tomorrow morning. Our planning to attack the village nearby will soon be done. Our spy returned this morning and he told us that his village is extremely rich and in mineral resources. We are waiting for you in the camp a little further north. A location plan follows. So, now we have the side quest, or we can get the side quest to save the village, which we should do as we are a noble one. I shouldn't have gotten this pipe. So we need to go a third one. Yeah, many streamers did their toes, but I have remained committed to the game for a long while. Yeah, sure. Good. And before we fetch the last wood, I think we should save the village, because otherwise we are done with that quest and we would automatically sail downstreams. Now we got a quest. So I found a letter of instructions among the bandits. They want to attack a lonely village soon. I have to avert this. Who do you mean? B. Until the very end? Question is, when is the end? I'm not quite sure if the bandits' camp is quite near in that map, or maybe there's a second map. I don't really know now. We will see. I think it's... yep, it's that map. So first of all, saving, shadow, and shoot from the shadows. Of course we are not that talented in the bow so far, because we don't have that much coordination. But I think it's sufficient. Now he stands right behind the fire. Oh Martin, jo, alles klar. Servus. I think that was all of the bandits. Yep, the quest is gone. So we sail back to Avalon, which ends, well, or nearly ends, this event quest. So yeah, those event quests aren't that long. Besides the one from chapter 4, but this is a special one. Sword and shield, but I'm wearing a bow. Good. The last wood. I'm not quite sure if... yeah, genau. That was the way. So we need to enter the boat again. Oh, hey there, Dragon Master. Alright. Nice to see you. At least in the look. Never mind. Alright. Oh, help us! Oh, I nearly forgot, yeah, because we have to stop by near another village, because it is attacked from some Shahul, as we get to know after we have killed the wolves. At least I hope so. Das ist nicht gut. Okay, I think they were stronger back when I made it the first time, but I think I nerfed them. Also because as a bowman, when you are here and get attacked by the wolves, you don't have the possibility to shoot from the shadows. So, we need to talk to Hector. Many thanks for your help. Without you, we wouldn't be among the living anymore. But you have to save my wife. Hold your horses. What happened? I live nearby a house in the forest with my wife and my 2 daughters. These barbarians came this evening and stormed our house. I was just able to escape with my daughters, but we were chased by this pack of wolves. While escaping, I dared to turn around for a brief moment and saw through a window my wife running down the basement stairs to hide. Maybe good spirits have ensured that the Ahul did not see her. Please help my wife. Of course, where do I have to go? Thank you so much, noble lord. Follow the path south. On my way. So another little side quest. Otherwise, this event quest would be quite small. Especially since those event quests go for a whole month. So January is the Aratoyevent event, which we play now. In March we have the Fornox event. And so on, at least one month of break every time between those events. So, we have to shoot from the shadows because we are scout and they are quite strong for now. Oh, good idea. Game saved. Yeah, but hey. My knowledge is enough to beat the game in hard mode without any saves. In contrast to Martin. So, the old hit and run tactic. At least I make enough damage to use at least, well, 5 or 6 arrows. Oof. Oh, already in. So, we need the stairs, but maybe we save now. And heal, of course. The old tactic. Hit and run again. With a little bit of obstacles in our way, but that shouldn't be a problem. Of course I would like a reference, and already the bonus code to remove the hardcore mode is already done. At least if Martin would update the game. But of course, this mode can only be reverted back to normal, not to hard mode. Because otherwise you could set the hard mode right at the ending of the game and would gain some of the in-game trophies, or at least the in-game trophy to beat the game in hard mode. Which is not what I meant to implement by the trophies. Especially for the hard mode trophy. So we saved her. The good spirits must have sent you. You saved me. More likely your husband. I was rowing along the foil just at the right time, as I saw your husband and daughters on the riverbank. Are they okay? The last thing I saw was my husband face through a window, as he turned back followed by a Shahul. They are all well. The Shahul left them alone when a pack of wolves pursued them, but I was able to defeat them at the riverbank. When everything is fine and we can rebuild our house. Sorry madam, but this will not be possible. There will definitely be some Shahul coming here again. Simply because this troop will not be returning to their camp. I'm afraid you have to find a new shelter somewhere else. You're probably right, noble sir. When you should probably gather our most important things and get out there. Do that, I'm not needed here anymore. Fare ye well, my lady. So, the last side quest is over. We head back to the boat. Maybe we should tell Hector that we saved his wife, because why not? Here is, tell me, have you had success? She's still alive. Rasha will didn't discover her. However, I would advise you to vanish from here. It's only a matter of time before a group of Ahul roam these lands again. Thanks a lot. How can I ever settle this? Don't do anything, my friend. It was just my duty to help you. I hope that you have opportunity to settle elsewhere. Oh, I have no worries. We will travel further upriver. I know a safe place. Alright. No, well, it's... yeah, you can say it's a mod, but... these event quests are part of the patches. Because I've added these event months. As I said before, January is the Aratoyevent event, so when you play the game in January, you can get a special quest, like this one, because this is the January quest, and can play an additional quest. So, Botschafter Steffen is with anything to report. I brought the woods to Avalon. They will be delivered to the bowmaker soon. Excellent. I knew you were the man for it. The rumors they say about you seem to be true. Accept this bow as thanks. I hope it will serve you well. It surely does, because it's an Aratoyevent longbow. Ja, das war's dann auch schon mit dem Aratoyevent. Wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder beim Fornax-Event. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Servus.